You know, with everything going on with firearms and the Constitution, I've been wondering if any of the HPD officers would be willing to, one, sit still long enough to answer a couple questions, two, if they did sit still, would they give an answer in accordance with the typical order follower and sheep mentality of, quote, I will obey any order given to me as an officer of the Henderson Police Department, end quote, or three, if they did decide to answer, what would their answer be? So I decided to start asking them directly, instead of wondering. I'm not done with this little HPD miniseries, and these were the only two I could find in my short time available to do this today. However, I do plan to continue the process of finding as many officers from HPD that I can and asking them these similar questions, as well as many others. I am absolutely looking for the rest of them. How they respond, whether they run away, whether they answer they would violate the Constitution and unconstitutionally confiscate firearms from law-abiding Americans, that's out of my control. I only have control of finding them, approaching, making contact, requesting their time, then posing the questions to them. I was already out today for several other reasons, so I figured it was a great day to get started. I happened to see two officers sitting near an apparent minor traffic accident. I'll have more comments after the video, but a couple things to note here are, one, I had a sore throat, so I think my voice is crackling a bit. Get over it. And two, the time on my dash cam is actually set an hour fast. It was actually approximately almost 11 a.m., not almost 12 p.m. Anyway, on to the video.
How's it going today, guys? Hey, I want to know if I could ask you guys a couple questions. Hey, Sergeant Russell, how you doing today? Hey, I am recording right now, just so you guys know. I had a couple questions for you, and you're welcome to run from them or not answer them or tell me to fuck off, whatever you want to do. When you guys signed up to be police officers, you raise your right hand to uphold the Constitution? Do they make you do that?
I think so.
You think so? Let me ask you another question. This is my final question to you. If you were ordered to go against the Constitution and go to people's houses and confiscate their firearms, would you obey that order, sir? You want to answer that?
I'm not doing it.
You're not going to answer it? You're not doing it? Oh, you're not? So you stand for the Constitution then? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Jay Myers.
Jay Myers?
26.
26. And what about you, sir? Would you go confiscate people's firearms? No? Goddamn, I got two right here already standing for the Constitution. That's a great video. I can't wait to commend you guys on that. And let the rest of HPD know I'm coming for them with more questions just like this, because I want to know who's who. I appreciate it. You guys have a nice day and be safe.
Assume the position. Personal comments and opinions in 3, 2, 1, begin. This is probably going to be a long one, so feel free not to listen. I feel like at least half the country doesn't understand the concept of listening anyway. But here we go. I think a couple things need to be clarified here, since there apparently seems to be some misunderstanding. I'll be accountable here and take full responsibility for that. 1. I don't hate cops. I hate cowardly, hypocritical, honorless, douchebag cops who think their badge and uniform automatically make them heroes, and they forget they are public servants, not masters over the public. 2. I don't claim to know everything, and will admit and or correct information if logical, reasonable, and rational facts are presented to me, causing me to adapt or alter a belief or assertion. 3. I am ultimately a supporter of the U.S. Constitution, which includes, but is not limited to, specific amendments in the Bill of Rights such as First Amendment, Second Amendment, and Fifth Amendment, to mention a few very important ones. 4. I don't call HPD honorless PD because all officers there are honorless. It is for specific reasons, and mostly due to their command staff, such as honorless Hargett, who wanted to tow my lawfully parked vehicle out of retaliation and vengeance, as well as abuse of power and thuggery, which seems to be a typical problem in policing today.
Well, it's what people know about themselves inside that makes them afraid.
Major Fuck Your Rights Pointer, who threatened me with criminal charges if I filed a complaint against one of their officers.
I don't care where I am, and I don't care who you think you are. Men like you don't scare me, you understand?
Oh, and this guy. Can't forget about this guy. Officer L. Meredith, or as I affectionately refer to him, Officer L. Meredick, who purposely antagonized me during a traffic stop, lied to me about what he was doing, acted out of what I believe was contempt of cop, then perjured himself on the stand about what he had done. Oh, he also laughed about it with a supervisor while on scene at the stop. For the record, I wanted him to come back after his suspension, so I could find out if he had learned anything such as professionalism, integrity, and honor, but that's a whole other story. As well as Cowardly Cock's Coward in Chief, for several reasons, including trying to have me charged by the prosecutor, though I won't comment as to my belief in his motives at this time. I believe most people deserve a chance to set things straight, a second chance, the chance to make things right, but you have to be willing to go ask for it. Anytime they want to correct past issues, admit they fuck up too and they're human, I'm all ears. Until then, my title for their department and their command staff stands. I won't hold my breath, as they seem to be the typical nothing to see here and we do no wrong type of police.
Hey, maybe I'll give you a call sometime. Your number's still 911? Oh, righty then.
Number 5. I don't care if you subscribe, hate me, love me, want to run over me with your car several times every day. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Of course. How selfish of me. Let's do all the things that you want to do.
I only care that you think for yourselves. I don't make money from this, and I don't ask for shit, including donations, to do what I consider is the right thing. I do them because I consider them important. I laugh at whiners, and I smile because at least they were forced to contemplate a bit. Shh, don't tell anyone, but I sometimes thumbs down my own videos just for my own amusement. I do carry a gun, I do speak my mind, and I do think that people fighting against the Second Amendment are the same ones drinking the Kool-Aid of the same government and politicians that wants victims and victim mentality, which subsequently promotes the politicians' power and control over them. I constantly see the same people screaming anti-fascism or the same people shutting down free speech, wanting speech criminalized, arguing from a position of emotion, not logic nor facts. Those same people are practicing the most basic form of fascism that ever existed, shutting people up they disagree with, because they want to live in a delusional world. If you are shutting down free speech and fighting to change a constitution, which the Founding Fathers wrote because they had first-hand knowledge of the case and the ease with which a government becomes totalitarian and unaccountable to we the people, then you are fighting against not only your own best self-interests, but your children's and their children's freedoms and best self-interests. If you want to hate my right to carry a firearm and own them, and my free speech, feel free. But remember, it is myself and many others like me whom would not be cowering in a corner while in the store or building or location you are present is being targeted by a deranged criminal. So, while you and your family cower in the corner, hating firearms, playing victim, and expecting the government to come in and save you like Superman, specifically the police, and to get there in time to save you, it is my intent to save lives, not only yours and your families, but my own. If you've listened this far, well, now you can hear what I think about these two officers. This guy you might remember from my Cop Watch 74, where he received the nickname Officer Crown Prince of Henderson, Kentucky from said video. So in keeping with my usual sense of humor, I hereby promote him to Officer Meyer, with all the rights and respect due such a title. Also, since he apparently supports the Constitution and has the intestinal fortitude to openly claim and indicate such support, I am man enough to admit I may have judged him harshly in such video, and I accidentally deleted Cop Watch 74. Oops, my bad. Whine to me later. Regarding Sergeant Russell, well, he has never given me any cause to rename nor disrespect him in any way, in any sense. In keeping with my usual, I try to reciprocate, or give back, the same respect granted to me. Their badge and uniform not an exception. As such, Sergeant Russell answered in the way I expected him to answer, in accordance with constitutional support and as a respectable officer. I have to give them both a salute, as either one could have simply stated they refused to answer or given the typical response of an order follower. As I mentioned, I'll be looking for opportunities to find more of them and ask them these and other questions, and as usual, they dictate the outcome of the videos, but make no mistake, I don't think we're all done here. Not yet. That's it. All the sheeptards, cop haters, cop suckers, anti-freedom, anti-rights, anti-logic, anti-fact, and anti-constitutionalists may now thumbs down and whine at their convenience, and I'll do my usual and laugh about it.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. What'll that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. Me, I don't have that problem. So say good night to the bad guy.